Dear feeling is your cousin Pete, so black and so beautiful, so brown and so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. It's the slogan for SBSB. I should come with SBSB TV. I'm about ready to do something different, man. I be jumping all over the place, man. Um, I want to talk about the word standards. Um, I want to talk about the word standards and how important it is to have standards. In the word standards, you have the word stand. Anything, any foundation, anything that's built, it got to have something to stand on. I recall me building a house in back of my house, um, for to get residual income in, and the house came out beautiful. However, I spent about 50 grand building the house, but made like 9 grand in mistakes because of the structure that was built. Well, let me say this: the foundation that the structure was on wasn't strong enough. We forgot to put the J bolts in the cement to hold the structure up, the foundation in which it stands sturdy and firm. So it cost me $7,500 to lay that concrete, and they had to break all that concrete back up, and had to put J bolts, re-pour it, which cost me another $7,500. And like I said, I made about 9 grand of mistakes. Standards. Sometimes in life, people have perceptions about you. And the perception about you, they challenge you on what they believe you are or what they think you are. So if they think you a sucker, or they think that you immature, or they think that you uneducated, they try you in those arenas to determine what they believe about you is the truth. Standards. And when you allow certain individuals to conduct themselves in the way they choose to handle you, that becomes the norm for them. And they set the standard for you in which you stand with them. Standards. So you will have backbiting, gossiping, talking about you, assassinate your character behind your back because of the respect level that they have for you based on the standard in which they chose for you. I'm here to tell you something, dear family. Never let nobody set standards for you. You set the standards for self. This is why mama said, if you get into a fight, you better not run your ass up in this house. You better fight his ass back or fight her ass back and set the standard on I may get my ass whooped or I may whoop your ass, but whatever happens, we gonna stand with no fear. We gonna stand defending ourselves, and we not gonna allow anyone to push us over. Set the standard, or those around you may set the standard for you. So when I built this home and forgot to put the J bolts in, the foundation couldn't stand up. And so they had to break the concrete up and put J bolts in the ground that the structure may stand firm and strong. Well, the J bolts and yoke standards should be principles, morals, and values that you stand on. Principles of integrity, principles that govern you in the way that you set the standard for yourself, and you illuminate how you want to be handled, how you want to be treated, how you want to be talked to. Because if you don't do that and you allow other individuals to set the standard for you, there's going to be a lack of respect. They're going to think they could do whatever they want to because they had the freedom to do so. And they don't respect you on certain levels, standards. You will see those individuals get mad at you quicker than they would get mad at any other person, because they feel as though you weak because of your standards they have set for you, based on you allowing them to handle you in a manner in which brings dissatisfaction to your soul, to your integrity, to your manhood, to your womanhood. Standards. When people watching you, they watching conduct and they watching character. Your conversation is everything. You can learn a lot from an individual by what comes out of her or his mouth. How great they are to articulate something. And then stand on what they say or see results from what they say. It sets the standard for who you are. Be wise in our dear family to set your standards. Because sometimes you can love something more than they love you. Sometimes you can respect something more than they respect you. And that all that is based on standards in which you have a conduct within yourself and a character, and it all represents representation of you. Your representation looks weak. Your representation looks humble and meek, and your representation is no threat to individuals that set standards by their own opinion rather than you set the standard for yourself. Understand how this works, dear family. So in conclusion, people are watching your conduct and your character. When they come over your house, how clean is your bathroom? How do you got dishes stacked up in there? Is your carpet filthy? Do you take your shoes off when people come in your home? They walk all day outside on spit, dirt, piss, shit, everything, kick dust, and then walk on your carpet. See, when you come to Cousin P Palace, right? The first thing you do is I set the standard. Take them shoes off. Even with my children. Don't come to my house and just come in and go in my cabinets and do what the hell you want to do. Nah, the standard is set. That daddy got zero tolerance for disrespect and BS. Treat me how you want to be treated. Don't come in my house, even with my children that has their own. Don't come in my house going through my cabinets, walking in every room. Oh no. Do I come to your house and come and go in your cabinets and look in your purses and look in your... No. Dear family, what I'm saying is now time to set the standard in which you live and how you live and the principles on which you stand on. It's very important now. It's time now. A lot of people are getting away with a lot of things based on them setting the standard for you. When is enough enough of disrespect, disregard, and people that say they love you with their tongue, but their heart is far removed because of their negligence towards you, based on them set the standard for you. They're watching you. Watch how you keep your house. Watch how you keep your cars, clean or not. It's a reflection of your mind. This woman dirty or this man is dirty. They are responsible. Make sure you set standards for yourself to keep your clothes clean every week. Make sure you set standards to dust every week. One clean, strong dust every week, but clean up every day. Don't just groom yourself thinking you look cute, woman. Or don't just groom yourself, brother, thinking you a handsome brother, but the internal you is toxic and nasty and dirty and filled with all type of parasites internally, but externally you think you something. So be wise and I with their family on standards. Don't allow individuals to set the standards for you. You set the standards for yourself, because many times you get backbiting, you get gossiping, you get disrespected by those that are close to you based on your conduct and your character and the foundation in which you stand. So it's time now to change all of that. When they come in your house and your house look like a nasty back of the stove 7-Eleven, or they go to your bathroom and you got piss all on the toilet, or they walk in your house with their shoes on, set the standard at your house. Take your shoes off when you come on into my house. They watching your cleanliness. They're watching your conduct. They're watching your character, dear family. How do you represent yourself is going to determine how I'm going to handle you. With that said, I close, dear family. It's your cousin Pete. Tune in to the new album dropping July 4th, The Watchmen. Shout out to everybody, and shout out to my boy Boosie. He got caught up in a few things, but that was one of the brothers that I had the opportunity to work with and gave me a lot of game in this business. And so I send my love to him in the situation he in. And shout out to Richie Rich for showing me love, and all those in the town, Keisha Sneak and everybody who jumped on the album. Man, appreciate you. Nevertheless, set the standard for yourself. Don't let nobody set a standard for you. And it's just like that. It's your cousin Cuttin P. Share this podcast with all your friends, with all your family. It's time now to set the standard. Don't let nobody treat you other than what you deserve. But sometimes you got to look at self, because it may be a flaw in your character that's producing the uncomfortable situation between you and whomever. And it's okay to say my bad. Now it's time to set the standard. All right? Peace.